Today I am going to discuss with you people about the carbohydrates. Actually, carbohydrates are given with the different names like saccharides because in a Greek word saccharon it is derived from the saccharon, that is a Greek word, and it means sugar. So carbohydrate mean sugars, saccharides, and hydrated carbons. Actually, carbohydrates uh, are the present in the wood, cotton, paper, root tubers, cane sugar, and many more things. Serve all of the plant cells and lot of things. Let's start. Carbohydrates occur abundantly in living organisms. They are found in all organisms and in almost all parts of the cell. Cellulose of the wood, cotton, paper, and starch present in the cereal, root tubers, cane sugar, milk sugar are all examples of carbohydrate. These are important MCQs as well. The question will be like, what is present in the wood? Cellulose, starch, or something. The option will be the other, and the answer will be cellulose. Carbohydrates plays both structural and functional roles. What it means? Actually, the structural role means it forms the boundaries of the cells, like it forms the cell membrane and the cell membrane of the organelles. And the what is it is meant by the functional roles? Functions means actually it is important for ATP production and energy requirement that is required for the cell functioning. So that is both structural and functional roles. The word carbohydrate literally mean hydrated carbons. Actually, what is the definition? Exact definition of carbohydrate is carbohydrates are defined as polyhydroxy aldehyde or ketones or complex substances which on hydrolysis yield polyhydroxy aldehyde or ketones. And what is their formula? General formula is CxH2OY, and here you can see the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is same as present in water. What is meant by hydrolysis? Hydrolysis involves the breakdown of large molecule into smaller one utilizing water molecules. That is called the hydrolysis. After that, the major source, what are the sources of the carbohydrates? The major sources are the green plants, and uh, the they are the primary products of the photosynthesis. What is meant? What these actually are the direct product of the photosynthesis, that is a triose. Actually, the answer may be, the question may be the MCQ that in your exam may come like that: what is the direct product of photosynthesis? The answer may be like carbohydrate, and to be very specifically, the answer will be triose. Actually, the triose is the direct product of photosynthesis. Other compounds of plants are produced from the carbohydrate by various chemical changes, and the most important thing, these carbohydrates can attach with the many other biological molecules like proteins and lipids and nucleic acids. So they form a conjugated molecules. These are called glycolipids or glycoproteins. If they are attached to the proteins, actually glyco means carbohydrates. Glycolipids, lipids plus carbohydrates. Glycoprotein, carbohydrate plus protein. Actually, the word glycoprotein, actually when the conjugated molecules are formed, the end word, if the end word is protein, it means the combination of both two will contain more protein and less carbohydrates. If we have the glycolipids, it means there will be more lipids and less carbohydrates. So the actually name is that glycoprotein. If there the will be the proteoglycans. Proteoglycans is also combination of protein and carbohydrates. Glycan is a carbohydrate. But the carbohydrates will be more as compared to in glycoprotein. So in glycoproteins, protein are more, and proteoglycan, the carbohydrates are more. This is very important concept. Glycoprotein and glycolipids are structural role in the extracellular matrix of animal and bacterial cell wall. Both these conjugated molecules are the components of the biological membranes. Then we start with the classification. Carbohydrates are also called as the saccharides, derived from the Greek word saccharon, means sugars, and all classified into the three groups. There are monocarbohydrates, oligosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. So today we will discuss about the first two, monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. So monosaccharides, the word mono mean one, saccharide mean one carb, saccharide mean carbohydrate. So one carbohydrate, it means the carbohydrate will be only one subunit. Actually the main feature that you will have to remember are three features. They are sweet in taste, easily soluble in water, and cannot be hydrolyzed into simple sugar. It is very important MCQ in MDCAT and in FSC as well, which are cannot be hydrolyzed. So actually monosaccharide cannot be hydrolyzed. The example may be like glucose, maltose, lactose, sucrose. What is the which of the following is the cannot be hydrolyzed? So we can say that the glucose cannot be hydrolyzed. These are simple sugars. They are sweet in taste, easily soluble in water, and cannot be hydrolyzed into simple sugars. Chemically, they are either polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketones. That is very important MCQ. All carbon atoms in monosaccharides except one have hydroxyl group. You can see what does this mean. Actually this means except one all has hydroxyl. Like if we have a 3 carbon sugar, that is a glyceraldehyde, only one carbon that is does not contain hydroxyl group, other two contain hydroxyl group, you can see. And here is the keto sugar, that is a dihydroxyacetone, and the keto group is the in between, and you can see the hydroxyl group up and below, but you cannot see the hydroxyl group in the keto or aldo group. So the remaining carbon atom is either a part of aldehyde group. You can see that the sugar that contain aldehyde group is called aldo sugar. You can say that 3 carbon sugar glyceraldehyde, the name represents it contain, it is called the aldo sugar, and this is called the keto sugar because it contain ketone group. So there are many types of the monosaccharides. They may contain 3 to 7 carbons, and if they contain 3 carbon atoms, these are called the trioses. If they contain 4 carbon atoms, these are called tetroses. If they contain 5 carbon atoms, these are called pentoses. If they contain 6 and hexoses and heptoses. So we can say that they have general formula, that is CH2ON. The ratio of the hydrogen and oxygen is same as in present in water. So we can say that 2 trioses mentioned above, that are glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone. These are intermediate in respiration and photosynthesis. So we can say that trioses are intermediate in respiration and photosynthesis. After that, these are important MCQs. Tetroses are rare in nature and occur in some bacteria. It is very important MCQ that is asked in MDCAT. Pentoses and hexoses are most common. You can say that ribose is a pentose and most commonly hexose is a glucose. From the biological point of view, the most important hexose is glucose. It is aldose sugar. You can say that it contains aldehyde group, and fructose is a keto sugar, which is also hexose. Keto hexose is a fructose, and keto aldose, aldo sugar, you can say that aldo sugar, that is called the glucose. And when they are dipped in a solution, they form a ring structure, and if the 5 carbon sugar is dipped in a solution, they will form the furanose structure, 5 corner ringed. And if we add the 6 carbon glucose or fructose into the liquid solution, the structure or cornered structure will be the pyranose. So furanose means 5 corner and pyranose means 6 corner. Most of the monosaccharide form a ring structure when in a solution. For example, ribose will form 5 corner ring. You can say that ribose sugar, is a 1 2 3 4 5. So you can see the aldehyde group. You can say ribose is also aldopentose, and glucose is also hexoaldose, and it form a ribofuranose. Ribose form the ribofuranose, sorry, where glucose will form the six corner ring, that is a glucopyranose, and that is called the D-ribose. The in solution or ring structure, ribose will be the D-ribose, that is a ribofuranose, and the glucose will be the D-glucose. Monosaccharides naturally are present in two forms. One may be the free state and the other will be the combined form. Free state, they are present in many fruits like in grapes, figs, dates, and our blood also contains 0.0408% glucose, and in the combined form it is found in the disaccharides and polysaccharides with the help of the glycosidic linkage. Starch, cellulose, glycogen yield glucose on complete hydrolysis, and for the formation of 10 gram of glucose there will be 717.6 kilocalorie of solar energy is used, and this energy is stored in the chemical linkage or the chemical bond, that is the CH bond present in the glucose, and will be used for the ATP production. Then we move to the oligosaccharides, and these are comparatively less sweet in taste and less soluble in water and can be hydrolyzed, in contrast to the monosaccharides which cannot be hydrolyzed. They form on hydrolysis, they form the 2 to 10 monosaccharides subunit. Some book says the oligosaccharides are start from the 3 monosaccharide subunits 3 to 10, and some books says 2 to 10. So you can remember it. The disaccharides, some book says, are not included in the oligosaccharides, but some book says the disaccharide is also included in the oligosaccharides. The ones yielding 2 monosaccharides are called disaccharides, and the yielding 3 trisaccharides, and the covalent linkage between the two monosaccharides is called the glycosidic linkage. Physiologically important disaccharides are maltose, sucrose, and lactose. So we can see three things. MLS, you can remember it, milliliters. MLS and maltose, lactose, sucrose. These are the oligosaccharides, and you can say that these are the disaccharides, which are maltose is formed by glucose and glucose, lactose is formed by glucose galactose, sucrose formed by glucose fructose. And of the three, the sucrose is the non-reducing sugar, and the maltose and lactose, these both are the reducing sugars. Most familiar disaccharide is the sucrose or cane sugar, which on hydrolysis yield glucose and fructose, and the formula will be the C12H22O11. The linkage, you can see that between two monosaccharides, the carbon 1 of the glucose and carbon 2 of the fructose, they remove the one molecule of water, and they form a linkage, that is the COC linkage, and that linkage is called the 1,2 glycosidic linkage between glucose and fructose. You can say that 1,2 glycosidic linkage. It is very important MCQ. 1,2 glycosidic linkage that is present in the disaccharides or oligosaccharides. That was all about the today's lecture. In the next lecture we will discuss about the polysaccharides. Okay, thank you.